Well, howdy there, folks. It's your host here, Danny Dino. Welcome you to another exciting adventure. And, well, I don't know if it's going to be an exciting adventure. Yeah, I don't know. You think we should start that over, Peppy?
No, senor, it's more realistic if you make it live like you're supposed to.
Well, I am live. Well, anyways, yeah. Welcome to another DynoCutlery.net. Yeah. Wednesdays, I'm going to figure out what that one finally means. But this is our first video of 2024. Man, why you got gloves on? What's he saying, Jimmy? He says he needs a manicure and we're not paying for it, and he wants one. Take them gloves off. Let me look at them hands now. See if you violate anything. Oh yeah, you got dirt on your hands there. Well, yeah, don't. You showed everybody already. Well, all right. Well, let's just get on with this show. 2024 is supposed to be, like spectacular for DynoNet. We got a lot of sales coming in and everything. We have some issues, though. We were going to hire this guy, but he has a problem following orders. You can tell him something, say, all right, go over there to the shipping department, get me 4 cartons, size B, and bring them back over to the loading dock. And he'll nod, he'll say yeah, and he understands. And then later on, you see him, and he's off drinking coffee and playing around in the break room. And I say, did you do what you're supposed to do? And he says, you were talking to the other head. You weren't talking to me, and the other head doesn't control the legs. Oh, I do. So see, yeah, that's why we're shipping that guy off. He's going away because, I have enough problems with one-headed people following orders, let alone two-headed people. It's just, yeah. I don't need that type of complication around here. We're trying to make things better for you. So right here, what we got is item number 595959. They're trying to make these item numbers easier for me. This is a black Appaloosa bone. Now, it's really hard to track down black Appaloosas, kill them, slaughter them, and, dye the bone properly for you and everything. And sometimes we have accidents. And this one's been fixed a little bit, but there's still a little bit of Appaloosa blood on this one right here. But we think that's authentic. It makes it look real and everything. And, you're thinking, all right, that blade shape right there, this is a canoe. No, it's not a canoe. They call this one a senator. and you gotta, they haven't checked out the senators, but a lot of them are geriatrics, and they're going to have a hard time opening this. So I would not recommend this knife here if you're a real actual senator in the United States Senate, because most of them would have to get an aide to open their knife for them, or an intern or something like that. But most of us are not senators. I just like to say, most of the people that buy from DynoNet and everything, I don't think there's a single senator in there. There's a guy that thinks he's a senator. He calls himself the senator, but, he's not really the senator. It's just in his head. We have that problem a lot around here with people with mental issues, but we don't mind that. As long as you pay your flex pay payments and everything, we're happy. You can have any kind of issue you want as long as you don't have a financial issue. And with flex pay, 37 painless payments of FlexPay. This knife right here on the open market or black market sells for normally $350. And that's American dollars too. This is not like some foreign country dollar. This is American dollars, $350. They get this every day, every night, 24/7 on the black web, dark web. Black Appaloosa web. Yeah, they have that out there. And we thought, well, even with FlexPay, that's going to be too much. We have to cater to our audience, and our audience are not rich folks. They're just common, down to the earth, dinosaur type people, you know, salt of the earth type of thing. And yeah, they ain't senators and they ain't rich. So we got a company to copy that thing for us and modify it slightly. Well, see, they had clubs. They had the clubs shield on that $350 knife and stuff. And what we put in here is a spade shield. And then we patented it and copyrighted it and told them, yeah, if you try to even say the word spade, you're going to owe us money. So, yeah, and we vigorously enforce our patented copyright laws. We've gone through, we paid off YouTube AI and all those other places, you know. So if you dare to even say that word, you know, without our express written prior approval permission, then you owe DynoNet money. You know, we should be getting into the patent game. You know, that's pretty cool. You know, you get that, you get yourself some good lawyers. You really don't have to do much other than you got to deal with lawyers. Here's a joke for you. What's 7 lawyers at the bottom of the sea? A good start. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, this one right here, we're going to let go for $39.95. And I think that's a good bargain, especially with your flex pay and everything. We don't have a calculator out here, do we? Well, we'll have it put up there for you in the end and everything. But it's going to be amazingly low, you know. 37 flex pay payments. This knife turns out to be... What's the matter, hand model? You ain't been eating your Wheaties, have you? He says, what's Wheaties? These new generations. It's the food that all the athletes eat. That's how they get on the cereal box. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, you got a nice little warn cliff over here. Just in case you come up to one of them cliffs, this thing will warn you. It's a warn cliff. That's why they call them a warn cliff knife. Now, very few people know that. We researched thoroughly here in DynoNet. Please keep that in frame there, man. What is going on with this crew? You know, people are getting a little lax at 2024. Let's see if it's got a good snap to it. Oh, listen to that. Like a snapping turtle taking off a leg. I'm telling you, this thing's got some snap to it. All right, let's see if the other one's got a good snap. Well, you don't have to go all the way, hand model, wear yourself out, you weakling. All right, here we go. We'll keep going. Come on, man, we ain't got all day. You know, it kind of thunks a little bit less than this one. This one, yeah, it's a little snapping turtle over here in the back. So, yeah, you better grab hold of these, you know, because fish and game, wildlife, and everything getting kind of upset about us poaching Appaloosas. For some reason, they're an endangered species right after we got a hold of this stuff. So it's going to be a limited run. You're not going to be able to get much out of that, you know, unless you jump on that bandwagon and place some orders. And, you know, we have operators standing by 24/7, 7420 right there. Here's one of them. One of our prime operators right there, ready to take your order anytime you feel like it. If you're drunk late at night, you know, and this impressed you, go ahead and do that order, you know. Regrets are for tomorrow. It's not for right now. That's for later. Don't regret what you buy until you get it. All right, so the fit and finish on this thing is immaculate. I mean, it's as smooth as ice on a freeway in Minnesota in the middle of the winter. I mean, it's that slick back here. And, yeah, everybody's going to be impressed, man, especially when you tell them about the story of how difficult it is to get this knife and how easy it was for you to get it. All right, now, also, we're selling a cutlery set. Now, you may ask, you know, why is DynoNet getting into cutlery? Well, you know, it's knives, it's steel, it's stuff like this. But this is a special knife right here. Have you ever had a knife that won't cut? Now you're saying, well, That ain't right, man. That just ain't right, you know. I got butter knives. Well, this is special because this knife, it won't cut people, but it'll cut bread or dead things, you know, like you can't cut a living cow with it. It's got to be a dead cow and preferably cooked very well so it's tough enough. But this thing will cut bread and not people. Now you might wonder, why would I want to have that? Well, this is the type of utensils you give to guests that you don't trust when you come over, you know. And you might say, why would I eat food with people I don't trust? Well, yeah, that's a good point right there. But if you ever fall in that situation where you got to be polite and you got to offer somebody, you know, some utensils, but you don't want them to stab you, this is a set fork because everything is nice and round. Even the fork is not pointy so they can't stab you in the neck with the fork. Now, they may scrape you a little bit here with the can opener and everything, but by that time, you know, you can kick them out of your humble abode and tell them you're not acting like a proper guest. And then, you know, you can activate your handy-dandy alarm system and flashlight stuff if you have one. And, I should have warned you there's a strobe coming up. For those of you that some reason were watching this and didn't realize that the police were going to be involved. Well, see, you know, most of them criminals, they see that flashing blue lights and everything. They don't want to stick around and find out if that was for them or anything. They scatter like roaches in the morning. Or when you turn on the light, man, they go. They're gone. So, with these two items right here, you know, you should have gotten in on this one right here because we're running out of this. This is a special flashlight right here that only DynoNet, you know, has. It's so special, we didn't put our name on it. But it's the V3. Don't ask about V1, V2, V4, or V5. Sorry. You know, we have to experiment with things, and really, this is the best one we've come out with so far. You may see other ones, and you may see imitations, but if you didn't buy it from DynoNet, it's one of them cheap knockoffs. Don't buy them other cheap knockoffs. Buy our cheap our original flashlight right here, which we invented on our own and nobody else. We didn't copy nobody. We made them make copies of the original one we sent to them, but that's the only copy that was going on there. So yeah, sorry we've been busy in DynoNet, and we haven't done a video in quite a while, you know, and we only got these two items right here. Oh yeah, we're gonna do a package deal on this one right here. This item number is 494949. Ooh, I can even remember these numbers, I think. Yeah, and it's a package deal. This is the Cutlery Junior Wannabe Policeman set. You know, and it's even got a magnet right here, you know, that you can stick this in the ground and turn this light on and eat your meal or whatever, or, you know, have your disco party. There are various lights that come on in here. We've advertised this before. Y'all all know what this is. And you never thought we'd sell one in a setup here. So item number 494949, we're going to let these two items go as a special set because, you know, they're magnetically attached to each other. You know, who can separate something that's just that attracted to each other? You know, they just go together. What are we selling it for, Jimmy? $15. Man, that is cheap. Either one of these would be good for $50. You sure you got that right? It wasn't $150, Jimmy? You know, he says it's $15. All right. And it can go on FlexPay. So again, I ain't got my calculator with me here. And through the magic of editing and everything, we'll figure out what 37 FlexPay payments of $15 are. And then you could have both of these things for, I can't calculate that up because I don't know what this one is, and I don't know what this one is. Yeah, we're going to have to go back and edit this, you know, but, you know, this isn't live. This is DynoNet. We do things differently here. But what we do is just remember,
You say doo-doo.
every item that we sell is built by hand, paw, or claw, and backed by life. And we don't say, what life or whose life or anything, but it's backed by some life. There's some life, guaranteed. This thing will last until something dies. So yeah, there you go. I want you to have a good day, and just remember, y'all come back now, you hear? And buy from DynoNet only. Don't buy them copy companies. Only buy genuine DynoNet cutlery. Stuff, and you'll be happy. These other ones are going to leave you dissatisfied. Yeah, you may get a cheaper price initially. Not with our FlexPay payment. Nobody beats that. We're the best in the industry on that. No interest either, other than we're interested in you as a customer. So there you go. I've jawed too much for a dinosaur, really. That's why my mouth is stuck open. And I want y'all to have a good day. And keep the sun to your back when the enemy is in your face. There's a little heads up there for you.